Hello, guys. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you all doing? Yeah, how many time we say? Is that too bright? It's okay. It looks so right. Hello, guys. Good evening. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Good evening. We're not gonna play music today. Actually, I'm missing that. I think I'm so used to the music. I'm so used to Sunny and Day. I don't know what happened last week. My video was actually muted. I don't know, and it's not even muted. I think it kind of freeze or something like that. So and people couldn't watch the full video of what we did last week, which was really painful. And unfortunately, I do not know that it's actually, it's not the whole video is not played, and I uploaded it on the YouTube. So I'm sorry about that. And thank you so much, the person who actually called my attention to it. I tried to get the person's name. Unfortunately, I couldn't. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello. Good evening. How are you doing? Yes, here we are again this week. Um, if you've watched last week's video, we did part one. I did part one with my husband, and now we're doing part two. I actually titled it Valentine's part one, part two, and all that. Thank you so much, Oluwafumilola. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining us. Yeah, thank you so much, Oyindamola, for joining us. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for joining us. So today we're going to continue our conversation. It's all about marriage. Of course, part of it will be concerning us or about us. Yes, that's the right word. Part of it will be about us. And I believe as we share this, I always say there is no one way to marriage. What works for you might not work for me. So in this, what we're going to be sharing an interview, pick whatever that belongs to you and make use of it. And also, I love you guys to comment, share your words. We will love to hear your comments. I actually enjoy reading your comments. So please do comment. So if you're joining us for the first time, my name is Abisola Oshoteku, and here I have this handsome man here.
Mr. Oshoteku.
Yes.
Maybe I should put it as simple as
Yeah.
Many will call me Sheo or Tayo.
Tayo. Many we call that's so if you hear Sheo, it's close family, isn't it? And if you hear Tayo, yeah, more of close family. And if you hear Tayo, we know we say Tayo. So guys, yeah, so we are here tonight. Last week was awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Auntie Bosse, for joining us. I appreciate you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. Yeah, last week was awesome, but it's so unfortunate that the whole video did not play completely. I'm so sorry about that. I wish I have a solution to it. Yes, so tonight, and again I need to apologize, we actually started early. Usually we start 7:30, but today is a lot of things is going on. It's going to be very busy around that time, but I owe you guys to be here, and I'm loving it to be here every week. Thank you so much, Ample, for joining us. I appreciate you. Yes, so today I titled it Valentine's part two. We did part one last week, but tonight we're going to be going deeper. Of course, last week we talked about how we met and which we met at school. That was 1998. I felt old even as I said 1998. 1998, they can't see your face. You might need to come more into the video. Yeah, I feel like I'm taller than you. I wish.
You are.
I wish. So, because today is quite busy, I have to write down some questions. I don't know why do I want you to see those questions even. So I don't want him to see all the questions. Please tag somebody. Let's have fun together as we also learn together.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So without wasting any further time, how would you say, we get married in our 20s. So how would you say is early, or is just, would you say we are ready at that time? Would you say we're ready at that time?
Uh, to be honest, I don't think there's a particular time for anybody to be born. In our own particular case,
Mm,
I just believe, what's the point of cohabiting and
mm,
not doing it the right way?
mm,
And for me, taking a this is my own personal thing now.
yeah,
Like, if I'm, taking somebody's daughter, why
mm,
not do it the right way, the proper way, to make sure. Uh, I mean, like, I don't want to, have children after my sons or daughters are maybe 10, 11, and then I'll now go and say, oh, I want to do the marriage, or I want to do this. But we did the needful from the beginning.
for
And
the
that,
beginning,
yeah, so
yeah.
that gave me that,
Mm,
the confirmation that I'm doing the right thing.
okay.
That's what
Okay, because I was looking at our age. I was like, even okay, let's say okay, we get married at that age.
Mhm.
Okay, I will disclose my age at the time. I'm 23 at the time. Don't worry about his own. I'm 23 at the time. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think I'm? You no? I'm
No, no, no,
23.
no, no. I
Yeah. I was 23 at the time. So now we have children that they are 20. A son that is above 20, and one will be 20 very soon
Mhm.
by God's grace.
Amen.
If they come home at that age, what would you think that, I'm 22, I'm 23, I'm ready?
I still think if they do it the right way, I think I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I mean, as long as they've ticked all the boxes,
Mm, mm,
they're focused, they know what they are doing,
mm.
and they are happy with each other. But I mean, instead of running around doing the wrong things, and I mean, they should just go straight to the point. At the end of the day, it works. It works for us.
It works for
So
us.
I don't
Yeah.
see any reason
Yeah,
why.
having children early though, because we didn't even have a break. It's like we're together 2 months, boom, pregnancy.
Mm,
You get what I mean?
mhm.
Boom, pregnancy into childbearing, and how was it for you? How
It
was it?
was
What do you think?
the responsibility of
Thank you, Barashala. Thank you, Barashala.
being a dad at that age,
Yeah.
that full responsibility. Many of I mean, like my age mates then will still be like, out there still,
Having fun.
exploring the
Mm.
whole world.
What did they explore? What are they exploring? What? Go ahead.
I, would, I
Go
can't say
ahead.
everybody will be as lucky as us. I can't
Mm,
say
mm,
everybody will be as ready as
mm.
us.
Yeah.
So some people are ready. Some people are just maybe wanted, fortunately or unfortunately, they have to
Mm,
be together.
mm,
But some people have to be, they want this confirmation that, oh, I am ready. I think I want to be, with this person. I set in my mind that they plan their life, of course. Okay, at
mm,
maybe when I'm 30, I want to have my first child,
mm,
and at 35, I want to have my second child. By that time, I will have,
mm.
finished my PhD. By that time, I will have finished, I've
All
got a
sorts
good
of
job,
things. Yeah.
buy a house, and live the dream. Then I'll bring the children in,
Mm,
or I bring the wife in. But
mm.
I enjoy us building everything together
Together.
as we go on.
Mm.
It was a bit tough at the beginning, but
It was.
at the end of the day, it pays off.
It
So
does pays
we
off.
have lovely children,
To
and
God be the glory.
we're
Yes,
happy.
we are happy. And to be honest, I like the way you said that. For some people, they will say, okay, I want to get to a certain age
Mm,
before approaching the childbearing age and all
mhm,
that. But for us at a time, you know what? If I have to do it differently now, probably I will go for the marriage. but maybe not having children, or start having children at a time, I'll be thinking, okay, maybe a little bit more, how will I put it? Because I don't really know much about being pregnant. And it was, I didn't realize I could be very sick like that. Do you have that knowledge? Because whenever I'm pregnant, guys, I sick like, oh my goodness, like life is going to come out of me.
Of course,
And I
you have
don't have
to.
that awareness that
Mm,
I could be that sick.
of course, yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
have
was
to.
tough.
You have to understand that. Okay, pregnancy will change a lot of things.
Yeah.
Pregnancy, even not only you, it will change me as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
So it will affect both of us. So you have to understand that, and you have to take it, by the horn and full on that. Okay, I have my both legs in it, both hands in it, and the whole body in it. So you have to take full responsibility.
Yeah.
And I kind of have no regrets
Yeah.
now. I'm
No
enjoying.
regrets at all. Yeah, no regrets.
I don't mean regret having children there because I'm enjoying it now. But I
Yes.
think I like, I love the, although we have families
Around
at
us.
first
Yeah.
around us, then we now relocated,
And
it was
just us.
just the two of us. And looking back at
It
it
was
now,
tough.
I say, oh yeah, this
It
is
was,
me.
but we put through.
Of course.
We
Yeah.
put through. I think was it last week that we were just talking and we're saying to each other we have done well. Thinking of the way both of us, we don't have the experience. We have our first son was just 15 months apart to the second son, and we just rough it like that. As in, we just keep going, keep going. So it could be, I just want to advise any young people out there, as you said, you cannot completely be ready for marriage, honestly.
No.
You learn along, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what we have.
Even you wait until the age of 50, you are not marrying yourself. You are marrying somebody else. You are bringing somebody into your space, and you are going to somebody's space. So you cannot be, fully ready unless one person is not being honest with the other person. So
yeah, I love that you are not living by yourself, and that actually leads me to my next question.
Oh, all right.
So when I move in with you, when we started living, do you feel like I invade your privacy? Like there's a way you do it.
Well, there is you have to be, mentally prepared that okay, this person will be coming, and you have to be. I'm more like, oh, I have everything, you have everything,
Yeah.
and I'll just be me, and I'll be there for you. I think that's just me. Oh, if you want this, you can have it. You want to take this, you can. It's all yours. And because I was mentally prepared for that, from the day, like you. I remember when you stepped out of the airport.
You were prepared.
Yeah, I was prepared. That was just mentally ready and physically ready. Okay, it's a responsibility for me, and I believe you have some kind of that idea as well, that oh, this is it.
This is it.
We are together now. We have to move on from now on.
Yeah, and it's just the challenge of the pregnancy, me being sick, that was like, it was totally changed to me. All my face was full of pimples. I sick like crazy. I vomit like I'm gonna die. That was huge for me. I remember when we want to do our, send a picture back home, they want to do our traditional and all that. I could not send my present picture because I look so horrible.
You don't look horrible.
I don't look horrible.
No. Of course, you want something. You want something nice. You want something wonderful. Of course, all this lovely things have to go through some kind of reformation. Like we have gold. As much as we love gold, gold doesn't just come like that. We go through this fire and it come out beautiful. Of course, look at what we have at the end of the day. Our
Thank
children
God.
are
Yes.
beautiful.
Mm.
The boys are handsome. Yeah, I mean, like they got the, that from me.
From me.
And they look so handsome. And the girls are beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, that was because when you feel like what do you mean by like you felt like, girl, this girl is invading my privacy, or not privacy, like my space, kind of a thing. Because at the time there's a way you will pile up things, and now we go, we said no, I will arrange it. I will say no, I like the way I keep my things, just leave it like that. I said no, you can't leave it like that. And one paper could be on the table or beside the bed forever, and we expect it to be. I said, but you are not using it. So was it difficult for you? Because I know couple who have been married for years, over 10 years, and they still struggle with this.
Yes.
That they find it difficult to adjust. Sorry.
And it still happen all up till date, and which we have to disagree to agree. Say we're going somewhere and I like to dress in a certain way. And you say, oh no, it doesn't make you look, I want you to dress, I want you to look young, I want you to look, and I want to go into my agbada with my big cap.
Which I have issue with.
Oh, do you know the function we are going? It's not this agbada thing, but I just want to be me. But at the end of the day, I just have to listen and say, okay, I have to review and say, okay, let me just think. All right, let me listen to you. Maybe it will come out good. But sometimes I just be me. I just want to be, But you taking, say, something is left somewhere or so, and it's just normal for couple.
For couple to go into,
just, I don't like you hanging your
some
clothes here.
Yeah, some fight over toothpaste. I've heard so many marriages that the way the spouse handle the toothpaste, maybe they grab it at the bottom, the wife will come in and grab it in the middle, and that will cause fight. And over years, they are still not able to come over it. And I need to mention this.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember. Guys, okay. Let me say this. It's a bit personal, but it's good to share it because we don't know who we are helping.
Yes.
Toothbrush, you like toothbrush being very dry.
Before I use it.
Before you use it.
And my sponge.
And your sponge.
Yeah.
And if I brush before you, I will put my toothbrush. And you go like, I like my toothbrush being dry. And I cannot make sense of it. Till date, before using my toothbrush, I have to rinse it. And at some point I said, no, I'm going to put my toothbrush separate. And you don't like it. It's like, it's not about anything. I will do anything for you. I will, it's just million times we have kissed. So it's not a matter of whatever, but it's what he likes. And I have my own thing that I like as well, that I like the way my sponge is. I like the way my soap is. But for you, it was an issue. But I was able to understand. I don't think we even argue over it for a long time, do we?
No. I think this is just part of me growing up. And these are the things I understand as, being me.
Yeah.
I like some things the way I want it to be, and I want it to be that way. But like I said, generally people have to be there. I mean, there's no marriage. I mean, even if a newly
wedded couple
that they are really happy with everything, there still be a little bit of resistance. Oh, no, please put your shoes together. Or
yeah,
I was still talking to, was it my daughter some weeks ago, that I noticed that when I'm putting on my socks, I always go for my, regardless of what, when I'm putting on my trousers or my socks or so, I always start with my left leg. I don't know why, but I just noticed that it just automatic. It's just part of me. It's just being me. So if I want my toothbrush, crisp, dry before I apply my toothpaste, then start brushing. That is part of me. And some people like to wet their toothbrush first.
I do.
And apply toothpaste, then brush. So it's just who we are. So
yeah, thank you. Somebody said I have a great smile. Thank you very much. Thank you, Oluwamayowa, for joining us. Thank you, Omar, for joining us. Thank you. I can see a couple of people there. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, we're just chatting about ourselves. We realize that there are some little thing, which is what this program is all about. Every little thing that makes a difference. There are some little thing that happens in a marriage that it sounds so little as toothbrush or toothpaste. We have shared our own that could cause problem. So today we are bringing it to you. How we start, some we have not resolved it, we just settled with it. That is just the truth. The truth. We have not resolved it. We just settle with it that, okay, this is you, this is me, and we have to respect that. Another one, I write this down because I don't want to forget. Let me see. What are the things that were actually shocking to you when we started living together that you don't know before, and you just like, wow. Is there anything shocking or?
Because we kind of we spend most time together, so there's nothing more of it's going to be. I think one of the biggest thing is I would say I don't want to say family now because then I was thinking, when you say, my brother, and this was my brother, and
how many brothers did you have?
Explain to me what's going on. That we've been for a while. I don't mean, it's the early stage of our marriage. So I get to know that, this is.
And I'm from a big family.
Family, yeah.
So it's like my brother, my cousin, my auntie, my sister, it was like,
I just never mind to, okay, brother, cousin,
that's
auntie,
it.
That's it. But you go, this is my brother, this is my brother. No. It can't be your brother. It has to be your cousin. No, it's my brother.
It's my brother.
It's my stepbrother. Then I start, getting the picture. Then maybe you don't like to talk about it then, but eventually.
Because I'm from a polygamous family, and from a polygamous family, and it's something that I do not even like the pattern, and I didn't, really into it and all that. So at some point you go like, well, this is the way it is, and these are them. I say, oh, that one, you know them all now anyway. after a couple of years. Wow, toothbrush and toothpaste are always issue in every marriage. The way it is handled by every couple is what makes a difference. Very, very true.
That's right.
That's very true. That's very true.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. And also, let me see. There's another thing I realized. Say, do you ever think marriage could have any kind of, affect you in any way? Maybe your friendship group, or the way you do things, the way you think. Did marriage affect you in any way? Maybe you need to change circle of friends or something like that.
Oh yeah. I first of all struggle with it. So some of my friends will think, the way we used to roll should still remain the way we used to roll. Of course, we have to put maturity in it. We have to do something that will not affect our family or our families. So I struggle with it at first. Calls, and especially when it's coming to female friends and male friends. There have to be like boundaries when you talk, how you talk, the way you used to talk before will change, or else it will create friction at home. It will create, all this misunderstanding at home. Yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle then, but we came over it. I always prioritize the first circle of the family. I always talk about that. I explain to people, oh, my family, my wife, my children first, and this next circle, and the next circle, and the next circle. The circle keep getting bigger. Uh, as long as I'm in the first circle with who I want to be in that first circle, that is very important to me. Then the next circle, then the next circle, on and on like that. So
yeah, that's good to know, because for me, I don't even know if it really affects my. I'm not the kind of person that have friends like that. So it wasn't a big deal for me. But you have huge, huge. I mean, huge guys, huge girls. You like huge. It's true. You have huge of them. This one is my friend. That one is my friend. And I'm not like that. I'm just somebody who keep a very small circle, and I could be with them forever. And so as you, even with your big circle, you could stay with them forever until you realize that. I remember you telling me one particular person, you said to me, you said, it seems this guy didn't get it. We are all adults. We are, we are married now. This person should get it, that we are no longer boys, that we could do some silly stuff. And for you find it difficult that. Thank you, Brother Timmy, for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kay, for joining us.
Carl.
Is it Carl? I'm so sorry, J. Carl. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Did you see that? Did you see? Thank you, Sister Ola, for joining us. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're just chatting about ourselves. We said a couple of things. We come up early today. Usually, guys, we come here or I come here because I bring different guests. But because of this season of love, we think it's necessary for us to tell our story, not just our story, also to answer a random question that we believe or we've heard that couple are struggling with. So that is why we're doing here. Now, I'm going to throw it at you.
Oh, yeah.
In 2 words, how would you describe me in 2 words?
Oh, you're putting me in a tight corner. But because I want to write a whole book about you.
Oh,
But
I hope they are nice.
Of course, they are really nice. I would just say, in 2 words, God sent. I'll just put it that way. So,
I feel like crying.
no.
I should say that to you. Okay. Carry on.
I've put mine up there. So, what do you think? Or how can you describe me? I'll give you 4 words. Up to 4 words. How will you describe me?
Fortunately, I will steal your word. God sent, and I meant that.
Oh.
Honestly, in every way, you are God sent. Honestly, God sent you to me. You are a gift.
Oh.
Kindness. I said it. You are kind. Even your kindness sometimes scared me. That not just to me, to people around you now. People don't tag kindness. I've always said kindness is not about money. You are so kind in a way that even sometimes I have to pray for you that people will not misinterpret your kindness, because you are down to earth. You are ready to give it all. If you know that person, being female, being male, you will go all out for that person. Even before we start this video, I have to be reminding you that it's 6:30. We are starting. You are still on the phone trying to get things sorted for somebody. That is you, and also hardworking and selfless. It's like for us now, you go all the way for us. And I learned that from you. The way you are, even a little thing from the way you eat. When you look at me, I say, no, this cannot be enough. You guys should just have it. I will have this. I could take Siri. I say, no, you can't have Siri. Let's eat this together. I say, no, just have it. And all those little things, not just food now. I'm just using, that as an example. And if I have to go to work, there's a way you say, pick your shift. You tell me which days, tell me which days are you working before I pick, or you will tell me, don't worry, you get what you're going to do. What are the days you are working? Or what are your programs for this week? What are your programs for? I was like, many couples don't pay attention to that.
Well, for me to first of all have a happy home, I have to make you happy first.
Oh,
When you are happy, I'm happy. Everybody
wise
is
man,
happy.
wise man.
And I think that's the best. I think that's the best way to do it. So make things convenient for the both of us.
Yeah.
You have to be considerate. You have to be, supportive.
Yeah.
So, like I remember, I remember when you're setting up your business, and I was like, oh no, I'd rather pay somebody to do the job. I'd rather pay somebody to do the job.
Yeah.
When it comes to you just believe that, oh, he's gonna sort it out. He will do it. You can do
I
it.
so much believe it.
You just have to put this here, just glue it here, just hit this one. It will all come to one.
It doesn't work. It does work.
I was looking for, I see you before we even start, setting up the business. I see you in that office. I see you in that crash. I see you already, and I already imagine. So when you start going over it and you're thinking, oh, you're going to sort it out, I'm just like, oh no, I think you got the wrong person. Like, let's just pay somebody to sort it out. But somehow it helped me, it makes me more stronger, and it make me more, give me that experience. Like giving somebody a blade to cut down a Iroko tree, giving somebody a razor blade to cut down. And if the person managed to cut that,
you'll be so proud of yourself.
Not only proud of yourself, you will not be scared of cutting down another Iroko tree with a knife. So this is just me. I learned from it. And you said, oh, you can lay the carpet. There's no point paying somebody hundreds of pounds to come and lay the carpet.
You always tell us, let's pay somebody. I said, no, why should we pay somebody? You can do it. You said, you just believe I'm a magician. But you did it.
At the end of the day, this thing is going to roll up, and we're going to throw it out, and have to get somebody, a professional, who's going to do it at the end of the day. I start watching videos. I start, oh, this is how to do it. And I end up doing it. And sometimes, like some days ago, I still walk into the room and I say, I can't believe I'm the one that laid this carpet.
And it's so nice.
And it's so professional. I said, oh.
Because I know your ability. I always tell you, you don't know what you have. You are so skilled in so many things that we'll pay some people for, and we end up to, do
it myself.
Do it yourself. And my husband is that kind of person. He will call somebody to come and do a job at home, and he himself will be so much involved in it. I will say, what's the point? At the end of the day, the person you hired, you are practically the person who is doing it. I can testify to that. Thank you so much. You will end up to be the one doing it. Thank you, Emmanuel, for joining us. Thank you. You will end up to be the one doing it. So I appreciate you for that. All those little things, you pay attention to it. Let's move on. What would you say that, it's, if you have ability to change anything about me, I would say it about you too. If you have any ability to change anything about me or about our marriage, what would you change?
About our marriage, or about you?
Let's put it in one word like that.
Well, about our marriage, I think if I have the ability, I think I will have married you at the age of 18. So
that's a good one.
Start early, and maybe we will have gone maybe further than where we are now, or maybe but not much to change about you. It's just sometimes I just want you to be, agree with me on this one. This time, just once. That's just it. Or if I say, oh, let's do it this way, let's just do it that way. But
I will let you finish.
You are somebody that loves to, it's you. you review it, you don't even believe that I have done my own revision
Vision.
on what we are talking about or what we want to do. You will still review it as, hey, are you sure? Why don't we do it this way? Why don't we do it this way? But it's a good thing. It's a good thing, and I, I don't think I want to change that, to be honest. But it's just part of you that, sometimes I always like, okay, let me put it down on the table and expect a bit, some kind of resistance. So that's just it.
But sometimes you still go ahead with it. But most of the time you find it like whatever I said, it's useful. Or I will tell you I've made a research. I'm a Google girl. I could Google life. I could Google anything. I Google a lot. I Google YouTube. I Google, and I will send so many informations to you. I will say, this is the way it runs. This is the way it's done. This is the way we're supposed to do it. Or I will say, okay, this is the way I feel about it. And you will go like, no, let's do it this way. To be honest, I think I said that to you a couple of weeks ago, or even last week. I said, I've learned something with you. You will tell me, don't worry, honey, it will sort itself out. And I see those things playing itself out. I've learned how to kind of, okay, I've always trust you with information. You get what I mean? But I always like, let's fix it, let's do it. But you will tell me,
you saying your own now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I will say, okay, let's do it. And I will kind of, okay. But now when you make that decision and tell me, no, this is the way we are doing it, and I just be patient, even for within 24 hours, I will just say, oh, in fact, I'm grateful that I actually listened to you, that I let it, things sort itself out. I see that playing out a lot. Let's move on to freedom in marriage. Being yourself in marriage.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Do you think you are enjoying that, or you feel, I wouldn't want to use the word stuck, because in some marriages is like, especially in, let me use as a female now, like sometimes many married women, they feel they are not free in their relationship. They can't do what they want. They can't travel if they feel like traveling with friends. They can't. What do you think? Freedom in many ways, maybe to go to school, or to freedom generally. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. And personally, I would say, before getting married to somebody, I mean, just be who you are. I mean, don't. A lot of people pretend. A lot of people pretend to be somebody else. So when they get married, or when they are now together cohabiting or being a partner or some kind of legal partner or whatever, they want to now be themselves. Then they will be, no, when I met you, you are a home girl. You are not somebody who love to go to party all the time. You are not somebody, there will be a lot of trying to change who they are, who they want to be, who they pretend to be. So that transition, there will be like, the other person will be like, why?
Okay, what about somebody who just started discovering or discover herself or himself, that felt like, okay, I used to go out with my friend before I get married. Now I'm married. Does that mean I can't do girls outing again? Like for me now, I thank God. If there's anything I'll forever be grateful to God, is you allow me to be myself. You always give me that wing, like, I can do practically anything that I desire to do. You don't have issue with that, as long as I tell you about it. So, but for some lady who just discover themselves, how, because it's not everybody that is pretentious, or how will I call it? But they just discover that, oh, I would like to go out with my friends. I would like to do this or something. Church is doing something or something like that.
Yeah.
Why can't the couple, sorry, I mean the husband, or what,
Well,
you get what I mean?
it works both ways. It could be a husband who like to go and play snooker with his friends every Friday, and he has been doing it for years. Marriage comes in.
Yeah.
They relocated they now went back to that area, maybe for holiday, or they went back to Nigeria, or they went back to America, or whatever they grew up in, and the guy wants to go and still play snooker with her, or football with his friends, or hang out, and the woman be like, oh, this, all the stories you've told me, no, 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 no. It's always important for everybody to have freedom. I mean, like, you are marriage is meant to, you are meant to enjoy being with each other.
Yeah.
Not that somebody will dominate. It can be dominated, but not holding the spouse back, not being themselves. I want to be myself. I want my daughter to be herself in a marriage. I want my son. So why won't I why will I resist on my wife being herself? So I believe the freedom should be for everybody. With if it has to be, brought to the table and discussed. Look, I like to be doing this every Friday, or I like to be doing that. This life, we always think it's a very long time.
It's very short.
It's very short.
Very short.
I mean, I would tell my children about some stories when I was 15, when I was 14, how I start driving, how nobody teach me how to drive, all those things I would tell my children about it. When I start reflecting on myself, it would be like, oh my God, that was donkey years ago. And it looked just like 10 years ago. So it's like that. I remember my children, my boys, when I used to have them in the cars, driving around with them. And when I look back, it looked like yesterday. So life is very short. There's no point tying anybody down. Let's be free, in moderation.
In moderation, I
not
like that.
To, bring problem to the other person, or affecting your relationship or your marriage. So as long as you do it in moderation and in agreement, joint agreement, with your spouse, I think it's there. Nobody should hold somebody that, oh, you can't go out, you can't eat what you like, you can't wear what you like. As long as you wear it in moderation, as long as you do everything in moderation,
Yeah.
and that's what I believe.
Yeah, thank you very much, Oni. One of our audience said, I believe when there is no trust, there is no freedom, which is true. If there's no trust, if you don't trust each other, which part of what we mentioned last week, that where trust is being, betrayed or whatever, couple might find it difficult, but because of their past experience, they might find it difficult to let the other person being free, having fear of, oh, somebody will pollute my wife, or somebody will pollute my husband, or if my husband go out, he's there to go and meet another lady, or if my wife is out there, some friends will teach her what is not right. Yeah, as we were talking, I remember you said, was I talking about myself earlier? The question I asked you that, what would you change in the marriage or in you? Guys, I would like to tell you, some years back, I have a lot of prayer requests. It was so long. Like, God do this guy, our marriage. But to God be the glory today. The list is very, very, very tiny, but there was a long list. I just want to encourage somebody. Maybe you are like that now. Sometimes in a marriage, you might have a huge list of what you want God to change in your marriage or in your relationship, But I tell you, with continuous joint hand together to make things better, we make things, working together, I mean, you will make things better. Thank you, Mr. Yefeso, for joining us. Yes, thank you so much, sir. It will make things better if both of you, because as you always say, you don't marry yourself. So you cannot make that change all by yourself. So if your wife desires something or your husband desire a change, you work together. At the beginning, sometimes I've heard many people will say, oh, your husband is great. Oh, your husband is this, because we practically do everything together. Everything, I would say maybe 98% of things we do, or 95%, we do it together. But I tell you, if you have full package of me, you might not like the kind of woman I am. If you have full package of you might not like. But there is a way we are able, in our differences, to find a common ground. Because there is no one solution to any marriage. No one have the heredity. No one have the manual, the full manual for any marriage. So there is no one solution to it. No. So you have to work on your own marriage. What works for me might not work for you. So it's so key to learn how to, if there is anything that will change in our marriage, years ago, probably I will have a full list. Oh, God is God, that, But now, to God be the glory. Sometimes I don't even know what to pray for than to just say, thank you, Lord. You get what I mean? Thank you, Lord. So that's if you are in that storm, sometimes it will be as if that, is it going to be forever? But hold on. But don't hold on to domestic violence. That I will not encourage. But if it's just little differences and all that, hold on to it. The change will come, and encourage the other person to, to join hand with you to make that marriage work. And also, what we believe in our marriages, if there's anything, speak up. If both of you are struggling, things is not working, don't keep, oh, what do you think? Don't just be quiet. Talk about it. We always,
Well, in everything, even from work to marriage to raising children to dealing with other people,
they say sorrows, okay.
Communication is very, very, very key.
Yeah.
Communication is very key in everything. How you do the communication can be. Somebody just said communication is very important. Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
How you communicate, when to communicate, is important as well. How to and when to.
How to and when to. Yeah. I like that. Like that.
When the whole thing is hot and you want to pass a message, it's going out of the window straight away.
That's right.
So, but sometimes it could be when you are in bed, in that mood. That is when, especially ladies, that is a secret for you,
and for us as well, not just ladies, for you men, guys as well. I mean, for you guys as mostly,
well. I would say it this way: when a lady wants to get something, when you want to, before the man get into that
Jerusalem,
that Jerusalem, I need 4 tires for my car. And I need my car service.
And somebody revealing secrets here.
Immediately, because the husband is about to go to Jerusalem, I open the door. He will say, "Don't worry. Is it for your car have extra tire? Let's buy 5." At the same time, the lady have that, and the men should know how or when to get into the that the right time to speak to their
wife, to
their partners.
Yeah, I've seen husbands very rude to their wife, very, as in extremely rude. You don't talk to your wife like that. You don't talk to your husband like that. I've heard some husband, the way they talk, I go like, yeah. I've been to somewhere before. I came back home. I went on my 2 knees. I say, hey, you're a man. I appreciate you. Because what I experienced, I felt like, can marriage be like this? I came home, I could not hold it. I was like, hey, God, sometimes you don't appreciate what you have. When you see it from the other hand, you go like, what? People are going through hell. Give and take. It is important to communicate. Also, there are
times that you have to compromise.
Very true.
That's right.
And that's what some couple will say they can't compromise.
Mm.
In a marriage, you will compromise.
Mm-hmm.
You might not be able to compromise in any other area, but in marriage, you will get to a point that you will compromise. Of course, not to compromise to something that is really bad, but your standard sometimes you will adjust it. That is just marriage for you. And as per freedom that we're talking about, I thank God. I don't really have issue in you going out with your friend. Did I? Or
With my male friends, yes. You don't have issue with my male friends.
of course. Would tell me, is any woman will not disrespect? That's very true.
No.
Yeah, some wives are like that. They are very, or husband very disrespectful. I don't have issue in you going out with your male friend, but of course, why would you go out with your female friend? Lori Kitty, on top waiting.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go together now. It's like me telling you I'm going out with one male friend. Are you not going to be like, what is going on?
Yeah, but it comes back to trust. That's it.
It come back.
Yeah,
Honey, no. What you love, you guide it with all your heart.
All right.
It's trust, but I will not say because I trust, then I will just onje mi follow gboje. No way. There are some people that they are lions. They can devour anything. So one have to be very, very quiet. And also tell them that you are the one.
You are a man does not make you a god in marriage.
Respect is reciprocal. That's very true. Trust, yes. That's
Okay.
very true. Because you're a man does not that's true. But these days we see some women as well that they are the lion in their home.
Mm-hmm.
So because we realize next month by God's grace we're going to be talking about domestic violence, and I'm looking forward to actually do that. And it's so shocking that I have men that actually requested for this topic. So our next month somebody who is a professional in that area will be talking to us about it. Yes, maybe we are closing to the end now. Let's talk about selflessness. Being being selfless, because in some no maybe selfishness I would call it. In some marriage, some couple is like, your bill is your bill. If you are dying, you are dying. Even some things, like you said, when we are setting up my daycare, you were there all through. Even your cousin was there with you. We were there, we set it up together. We only call a professional for things that it is obvious you guys cannot do. But you were there to support. But some spouse is like, it's your business, mind it yourself. Do you have anything to say with that? Even in the areas of, the way that you go to school now, in the areas of bills or something like that, let's take it from that angle. And there's a struggle in between, and you feel like it's your bill, I can't come in to help. I don't know if you get that question.
Yeah. Communication, I like I mentioned earlier, is very important. Now, if you are able to, set up a business and you are making money, say the female is now the one, you know, making more money. I mean, for me, I see this our money.
Yes, that's right. That's the way we roll in this house.
Yeah, and I will not, because of that, start getting all this, things in my head. So when it comes to like bills, when it comes to supporting each other, if we are able to come to a ground and say, oh, you know what, I will come out and say, look, I can't afford to sort out this bill this month.
So
Can
the
you help
openness,
out?
the openness should be there.
It's very important, yes. And like when you are setting up your business, I remember having some money. Then I said, "Oh, let me invest it
You
because
did.
if you start making the
You
money now,
did.
it's going to be our money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if I want to get something, you will not deny me because if you deny me, I will remind you that listen,
My money is there.
you remember there, we invest together, we do this together. We, time, money is an investment in everything. Sometimes even the two of you might not be able to afford to pay that bill, but you know that you are both in it. That okay, we have to find solution to sort this out. Of course, not leaving your partner to be the one to fully because when that time comes, if the person is now enjoying that the fruit of that labor, then you start going, oh, it will be a different story. Yeah. So
that's true.
for me, anywhere I can support. I cannot see my wife. I can't stand my wife, going through some things by herself.
Yeah.
And me just ignoring.
No.
It's not about money anymore now.
I would say vice versa.
It's about of course,
Yeah.
It's about
I can't watch you like struggling with one particular thing that I think, without even asking me, that I think I could be of help, and I will just say I'm still waiting. And another thing that I get from you is, communicate. That don't just say, oh, she should know she should pay the bills, or he should know he should help me. Sometimes they might not even see it, or even if they see it, they pretend they don't see. You bring it to them. That's what I hear the way you're talking now, that communicate it. I'm struggling with this bill, please can you help? I'm doing this. Don't allow your wife to struggle by themselves. Don't allow your husband to struggle by themselves. That's why you're a couple, to cover each other up where there is a lack.
To stand for each other, to
so
support,
stand for each other.
Support each other.
Yeah.
Because if you give that gap, somebody else will come in, and somebody will start winning your partners out.
It doesn't have to be a female or a male
thing.
It could be friend.
That person will start getting their attention.
Their
then
trust.
You start getting jealous, and you start getting, why is it that when his friend wants to do something, he goes full head and give them the support. But when it comes to family, you just like go and do it the way you want to do
because
it.
the friend that was there for him or her when the needs arise.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Two in one, unconditionally loving one another. That is just the key. And also, somebody said it is important to talk about money in relationship 100%, which is good.
Yeah.
I think at some point we've discussed that each other. I can't understand why you don't know each other's salary, what you are earning. I don't know why. Sometimes you might not know the exact. If you're a business person like me, I do think, as I said to you, I'm an employer and I'm also an employee. But in my area of business, sometimes it might not be that, open, but you practically know everything.
Course, yeah.
You practically know everything, and vice versa. So that's what we just want to say to you. And also, lastly, now, is there any question you want to ask us? Jara, is there any question you want to ask us before we're going to round up? Any question? While you are typing your question or anything you want to add, and just want to say, how scary can it be for a spouse to be thinking their husband or wife is cheating? How scary can it be?
Maybe from a man's point of view, it's different because where we are from originally, it's almost like the men are allowed to do something. Women are a no. So at the end of the day, if a man goes out, he's going to meet a woman. If a woman goes out,
it's going to be man.
She's going to meet a man somewhere. So it's still, that trust that I will come back to. But first, like you asked, how scary. From man's point of view, it would be more, scarier than a woman. I think women have that thing,
Shop,
are able to
is it
sort
shop or
of,
soccer or what did they call
yeah,
it?
but men may not be able to accept, that thing is either finish and that's it. But women will still accept, and maybe the way God designed women. But
Ladies, do you agree?
it's very
Please.
scary.
Do you agree that women can hold, if their husband cheat, they can hold, but
they can still manage
they
better
can manage better
than men.
That
They can
it's the same,
control. They can control.
I could disagree in some way because, ladies, do you agree that women can manage where we are from?
Yeah.
Where we are from, that women can still manage. Let me say, women can still manage if their husband is cheating. Why men is like, oh my God, it's as if they want to die.
An abomination.
An abomination from men's point of view. Yeah. Do you agree with that? Because I believe blood flows in us all. Why is it that one spouse prefer to hide things from the other? And you are too cute together. Why are you two so cute together? Thank you. Why do couple hide from each other? Before you go on, sorry, before you go on, I want to say, in the area of cheating, I believe the same way man feels, that's the same way woman feel as well. But it's just because the society are telling us, or tell men, don't worry, your wife can cope. But these days we see that women have gone beyond that, that even that coping whatever is no longer there. That's why they are killing men. That's why they are going out of control these days, that we're losing our men now because of this. As little as it sounds, we're losing men to that these days. So cheating can be very scary, because for me, it could be a thought of an infection. It could be a thought of, I will lose this person. It could be a thought of, am I not enough? You get what I mean?
All those comes,
that fear can be there.
You go back to the family, to the children, to everything you have put together, and even to the extent of somebody's life.
Yeah, women are telling you that they don't agree. We all feel the same. Thank you, Ju. Thank you so much. Yes, things like that. Women will feel the same. Oh, look at that. Yeah, thank you, Sister Nikki, from joining us. Thank you so much. Cheating causes distrust. Don't fear. Sorry. Not fear for both.
Not fear for both.
Not fear for both involved. Exactly. The same way you are feeling, the woman is having that feeling as well. So it's a no-no. Cheating should be no-no in any relationship. Honestly, it shouldn't be something that one should be scared of. That, if my husband, or it's just my guest that I have 2 weeks ago, she is saying cheating is a deal breaker for her. You cheat, it's over. And I think that is why men are doing it a lot now, but unfortunately they are losing their lives to it.
Yeah, I pray that somebody said that it's not fair on both sides
involved in it. Yeah,
it's unfair. I mean, because
women still forgive
as a man, that if you cheat, that the wife will, or your partner will forgive. Like I said, from the part of the world where we are from, in some other part of the world, it's the women that are doing it more.
That's right.
It's the men that are actually more, more faithful, or more, trustworthy in the relationship. But every part of the world, men will always be men. Somehow, we don't want to go to the biblical level of cheating.
That's what somebody said, that King Solomon in the Bible did what? We can't see. Can you see?
Okay, I'll read it from here. What did King Solomon in the Bible did then? Ah, well, he has lot of concubines and lot of what did he?
Why did he do it? For
What
selfish
did he
reason.
do?
What did he do?
Yeah, well,
We don't know. He died.
he managed the ladies. He managed the ladies. Unfortunately, some of the ladies will not see him.
Yeah, some
Or
of the lady actually destroyed him. Yes, as a result of all that, he was destroyed as well with his own, things the Shekushe has been doing. Yes, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I don't think there's any question. I think that's it. We've answered anything you want to say. Anything you want to say.
um, I was, I, because the program is we set it for the Valentine purpose, isn't it? Yeah.
There's
So
a question. There's a question
oh,
here. Can you read it?
okay, I'll read it from here. My question is, if you notice your spouse is not opening up totally on his or her financial status, should you or must you open up on yours? My response is, do what you think that is right. And for me, I will still, open up. It's like you're showing the person or you are teaching the person this is how we want it to be. It could take time and the person will start, some people, that's the way they grow up. Like, when you buy biscuits, go and hide it. Be taking it, putting it in your pocket and go and eat it outside. That is the way they grow up.
So you have to show them the real way of living.
Living, yeah. Okay. You have to bring them to that reality that, look, this is not when you are single. This is not when I'm single. We are together now. Let's have one pot. Let's throw everything in that pot and we eat from that pot
and
together.
If nothing changes,
you just be who you are. Just keep doing what you are doing and let the person know you for that. Yeah, let them know you for that. Okay. They might not,
we have something as well. Somebody is saying insecurity. Can you help me with that? Insecurity in relationship.
Insecurity in relationship can also frustrate the other party, even if there is no excusable cause of cheating. Yeah, if one person is feeling, regardless of what you do, they're still going to be checking your phone. Regardless of what you do, they will check your email. Even some partner have turned themselves to like a CID, a spy.
And there's another comment as
well. Yeah, they will go as far as, oh, you are flying to, say you are going to Italy. You say you want to go for you just want a break or so. You go, you give them all the details of where you are going. By the time you land, the next flight, they've landed as well.
CID.
They have done the same to,
That's what my guest said. My guest said if she's suspecting, the husband is cheating and she asks, the husband is still denying that, she could hire a private investigator.
Private investigator, yes. Just to confirm
accuracy.
Yes. It's okay.
Yeah, somebody say cheating
does not only lead to distrust, it also opens doors for spiritual attack.
That's right.
The Bible teaches that he who breaks the edge, the serpent bites.
God bless you, Aduniola. Thank you so much. I think it's Adunola greatness. Thank you so much. We do this every Saturday, 7:30. Today we are early because of some other things that will happen after this program. Please, we do this, Adunola. Please join us. We would love to see more of you. I like your comment. Thank you very much for your comment. Yes, I fully agree with you 100%. So, guys, we just want to say to you, enjoy your Valentine. Let this time be a reflection to reflect on your relationship. Where there is a fear, trust God and work at it. As my husband said, you did not marry yourself, so you cannot make the change alone. The change has to be, both of you have to work on it. So you have to work. Your wife cannot do it alone. Your husband cannot do it alone.
stand for each other,
stand for each
stand
other.
with each other,
Yes.
stand by each other
Each other.
at all times.
Mm.
You know, it will, the relying on the other person
Mm.
that, oh, I am not there, but I believe this person will stand in for me.
Mm.
You know, it's very, very important. It's tighten relationship. You know, it brings closeness, not only between you and your spouse, between you and your children.
Mm.
Extend it to the family. You
Mm.
build the trust. It's very, very important.
Mm.
Communication as well is very, very important
Yeah.
in marriage.
Yeah.
You know, openness.
Mm.
We might not be able to open everything. Some spouse rather will
Keep
go
it
to
so.
a psychologist or
Mm.
seek a professional help
Mm.
than, you know, speaking to their partner about
Mm.
it.
Mm.
So, you know, see your partner as your best friend.
Mm.
See your partner as your, you know, your ride or
Confidence.
die. Yeah.
Yes, your confidence.
So
Yeah.
it's important to have all those trusts.
Mm.
If you're not trusting somebody before, try building the trust.
That's right.
Mm.
That's right. Yes, that's what I'm going to say as well. Remember, I said to you, my prayer list was huge before, was long. I remember when I used to say my prayer list was like, say, I didn't give you any trouble. Why is your prayer book is so long? I say it was really long. You know, we thank God is totally shrink now. To God be the glory. So we just want to say to you, work on your relationship. There's no one manual for all relationship. You know your spouse. Work with your spouse. Make a change. Let this Valentine, let this period make you to make a change. And if you are the one, the tough one in your marriage, please, Emma, calm down. Be calming down. Make a change in your marriage. Be calming down. If your wife is making a change, help her to make the change as well. If your husband is making an effort, join hand with him to make a change as well. Thank you, Oracle Gladys, for joining us. We appreciate you. We're just rounding up now. So, guys, happy Valentine's